Hey, it's Space Cryptids, and we are back with TR-49. Let's just get back into it. What was I...
So, if your mum built this thing, how come you don't know how it works?
They were stories.
His mom is
I didn't
Beatrice.
really know they were true.
So, what brings you down here now?
Mum told me the machine was underground, but not where. I was tracing power currents, old lines that no one else knows are there. I only just found it.
So Beatrice is still alive?
She must have been smart.
She was. She was alive? As we
Your
all
mum
were.
didn't want you to come down here.
She didn't
Well,
like
one
this
day
place.
were.
She said it killed her first husband and took her daughter away.
It killed your dad.
Not my dad. My dad came along after Cecil died.
Who's your dad?
What was your dad's name?
Henry.
Henry what? What's his last name?
I don't know my dad's name.
Oh, we got nothing with that for Liam? We got nothing with that? Alright. Alright, what would... So this is the death certificate for the Silverman guy, right? The guy who probably did some... Joshua Silverton. Did some, plagiarism, that's the word. That's the word I'm thinking about.
Let's see.
31, 38, 43. Wrote incredible paper in 29 on DME. Is there 29? There we go. This is the most incredible book I've read. It's like lightning from a clear day. It's impactful, revelatory, impossible, fabulous. Joshua Silverton, only 26 years old, must have been the greatest mind in DME. It's hard to summarize the content, so make it and read it. But he's basically mixing DP96 and Lamarck's all in using early quantum mechanics to pull it all together. Here's the payoff. The unresolved information that creates the quantum system is meaningfully recreated within a reader's mind. And when they read, it's obviously true. It's completely revolutionary. This is how revisions are born. Okay, what does Cecil have to say about this? After publication, Silverton embarked on a lengthy American tour. He took as long to write another paper as it's taken to track it down. Oh my goodness. This needs to come out of nowhere. Let's see. His quantum... DME. His paper on DME. Hold on, let's grab this. Title. Looks like it's 3 words. I think we haven't come across it yet. All right, let's go to this one. DP96. Dorothea. Hey, girl. Dorothea Pemberton was a genius, a visionary, a very ill 15-year-old when In My Dreams was written. In My Dreams. No, we don't have that. Our ideas live longer than she did. Silverton used them in 29. Supposedly he did. I have suspicions, but I need to source a copy so the machine can confirm. I think Pemberton also met Quentin LaMarche a few years before her death. In 1911, she was sent to France for the heirs, but she wrote only that one last essay. Can't be sure. Yes. Met QL before 1908, and if the universe is but a surface of pool, born in the year. Typhoid Dorothea. In. Is that the title? In. In the shadow of passage?
In the shadow of a passage?
No. Internal oversight.
Internal oversight?
My dreams. My God, he dances?
My God, he dances?
Doom comes to the doctorate.
Doom comes to the doctorate?
You wrote End Piece.
End Piece. On a life unlived? Primitive man, he who remains?
Hold on. Quantum conceptuals in nature. Could that be your thing?
Quantum conceptuals in nature.
Yes, it is. Because I remember it was quantum stuff, huh?
What you do not see is, by definition,
I've got my goal isn't to find NPs. I'm assuming I'm gonna get there, but my goal is to 50-50-50 this. This is the most incredible book I've read. It's like lightning from a clear sky. It's impactful, revelatory, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So that...
Right then.
All the... Shoot. Yeah. So I think there's more stuff I can find on these things. ES. Who was ES again? Liz Calderly. Okay, let's go back here. When it was written. I don't think we have that. Right. I'll have to find it. No, wait, hold on. DP 96. There we go. Oh, this was what it was. What thing I have to know? She does not say. Only this. The hidden stuff of the universe are ideas themselves. That was Lamarchante's conclusion as well. I think Pemberton met Lamarchant. Lamarchant. I call him Lamarchant. You can see her fingerprints on his 11 paper. Pemberton might even have lived to see it, but only just. The rest is madness. delusional and strange. What have I done? I should have never fed this in. I heard the machine murmuring lines from Pemberton itself. Whatever was in this book, it is in the wiring now. It sees through walls. Does God even know what it might do?
Okay.
What was her name?
Let's see.
Oh, excuse me. AL12. How does a bedridden Victorian woman travel to France and start meeting famous academics anyway? I think she dreamt up the whole thing.
All right then.
A life lived in wartime was the
In the shadow of a passage?
Huh. Interesting. Interesting. You won't let me do that.
End piece. End piece.
Okay, there we go. I thought something was wrong. Okay. Dreamt up the whole thing. You can see her fingerprints on his 11 paper. The biggest idea starts small, except in this case. He goes on to state that he has seen this effect work, and it can be done, as he put it, at scale. In those words, I think are what signed his death warrant. An unlucky number of years later, dark forces drawn to scale.
Astral perplexities.
Yep.
It is known that the universe is the aggregate of all observations made by all systems, including those of conscious beings. Conscious thought contains intrinsic balance. There are, and will never be, trolls under bridges. But the alteration of conscious thought by unconscious means can affect meaningful, unnegative change.
A life lived in wartime?
Alright, let's see. Destroyed. What would be the code for rampaging Christchurch? Editor. Oh, right. On anniversary of his death, which was when? I forget. Oh, I don't think we know. We don't know his last name. One of the oldest writers in the archive. Died 1911. Right. Caught by Calderly. Oh, he's the rampage guy. Right. Plagiarist. Literary review. Published debut novel age 47. Married Emma in 1944. Rivalry with Joshua Silverton. So we're not going to have all of them because that's more than that would take up so many of our 50. I forget which ones I've tried. Let's see. 28, 29. I'm assuming I tried those. 1, 33, 34, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, and then we're gonna skip those because of the war. Oh, last issue published the year Latour died. Okay, I think we can figure this out. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Let me just make sure it's going this way. No. Okay, we might not just have that one. But let's assume 46 is issue 18. There's 37 issues. We have like 19 left. Okay, hold on. Uh-oh. They might skip some years. The moon landing did not cause an ice age due to orbital shift. Pierre Latour's great prediction from issue 36 has failed. Latour's reputation for wisdom was in tatters. He skipped 69, I didn't, and came back with the last one, issue 37. He talks about how much things have changed since the periodical began. It's true, witchcraft has all but died out in favor of cold science. Latour, now 72, was already ill. He died the next year. Okay, so he died in 71. Sorry. Here, sorry. Forgot I had to.
Academicalist's Journal. Academicalist's Journal, issue 37.
Yep. There we go.
I would like to point out that the results of the landing are still a matter of debate in the scientific community. It is way too soon to say we are safe.
So he died in 71 and his memoir was published in 72.
All right then.
Okay. Academicalist Journal 36. So if he skipped 68, let's just get this out of the way. If he skipped 68, right? Ursula Latour. Peter Latour, editor-in-chief, knew for certain the coming moon landing would cause the end of life on Earth. But will he publish again next year? Issue 36 is fire and brimstone throughout. There's a weirdly funereal photograph of Latour with his 26-year-old daughter. Okay. Whew, I thought that was going to say wife. Daughter, Ursula, getting her doctorate from Oxford. Both look furious. The last page is given over to Dorothea Pemberton, a full accounting from her first publication in 1896, which we already did. Through her death in 11 or 19. Did we do that already? To her later communications.
Academicalist Journal, issue 36.
I don't want it to get too crowded.
Pemberton writes with such.
All sources by Academicalist Journal identified.
Hard to remember. She was very ill all of her life.
Am I done with all Academicalist Journal?
Illness. It is with such force as though she's constraining herself to it. From an early age, she constructed this most tragic narrative, and then she committed to it unrelentingly, almost gleefully.
Okay. I do think there are still things to go to, though.
I come to the home of rational thought. Let us begin with a counterexample.
Oh wait, hold on. Before I forget. His memoirs. Let's not even wait for all that to load up. Let's not even wait for that to load
A
up.
life lived in wartime.
I'm not saying
I am not saying I was
He
the
says it.
greatest hero in all of France, but France was certainly glad to have me. We wage war, both with our guns and with our words, removing obstacles from our path with a clever stroke of a pen.
Peter Latour's wartime memoir, funny, tragic, and vainglorious, showcases the power and genius of the Academicalist Journal's founder and EI editor-in-charge. Radio smuggling, railway sabotage, the kidnap and torture of Germany's rank and file, interspersed with notes of secret meetings with DME researchers still active during the occupation years. The principle of DME, he claims, was perfected by his resistance cell. No evidence, of course. He says Kendrick's work was weaponized by a young woman in their inner circle. Her identity is unstated, but the machine has made the secret very clear to me. Not clear to me, but then she published an account of it last year, Confession Day. Her maiden name, of course, now the husband dead.
Confession Day. Confession Day.
Now the husband dead. Wait. What the fuck was his wife's name? P.O.'s pure. It must not be somebody we know, right? A young woman in their circle. Hold on. Kendrick. Let's go back to Kendrick. Let's see what... Kendrick... Emma. Died sometime in or before 1980. Last year. Alright, alright, alright.
Confession day.
There we go.
My husband is dead. I feel now that I never really loved him.
Goddamn, girl.
Is that shocking?
A little bit.
Shocked. I lived with him for so many years. Now I wonder if my life could have been very different. When I was a young woman, I was in love with a man with a brilliant mind. He had such dazzling ideas.
Silverton?
To listen to him talk was like watching a firework display. And then one day, I was in love with Kendrick, as though the whole story of my life had been rewritten. No, I'm not sorry that he is dead. I understood his dark work. Damn it, but I understood it better than him.
Did Kendrick revise her? Emma Lafleur slid herself into France in 1938. She was there when the Reich rolled in, and she fought them using every trick she knew. Strange considering I think she was supposed to be in love with Kendrick in London at the time, and she meant to have married him in 44. Perhaps she's lying? Or there's two of them? Nope, sorry. Sorry, nope. Or my father is right and DMEs are real. The machine has found them. The machine has created them, like tearing open a space. I think I'm beginning to see through the walls, and it hurts. A little more each day. Is this what happened to you, Dad? Is this why Mom had to leave? Mum had to leave before my brother was born? How do, is Canada a mom or mum? I mean, I know this isn't Canada. I know this is Europe. But I do know Canada has some funny ways. And let me just Google it. Just thought that popped into my head. Interesting. Interesting. According to Ask a Canadian Reddit, 4 years ago, spelled like mom, but pronounced mum. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, let's see. 44. Let's try EM44. No. PK44? Oops, sorry. PK? No. D44 might not mean anything.
I don't deny it, we were close once, but I find it hard to imagine now. Whatever we had, it's gone, like the frost of winter. I intend to marry him once we have enough money. Do not contact me again.
And the receptionist would try one last desperate time a year later. The remarkable machine deduced to this letter was using LR53?
Yes.
Oh, literary review.
Quick wit, a roving eye. But what was less well known was that he was a sucker punch if you smiled at him. The first woman to figure this out.
I don't deny it, we were close once.
Is this old?
But I find it hard to imagine now. Whatever we had, it's gone, like the frost of winter. I intend to marry him once we have enough money.
No. The recipient would try the recipient. Wait.
What we eat, we devour. What opens, holds. Bindings cannot lift. Reality hangs like a darkened cloth over our eyes.
So maybe he didn't do the plagiarism. Maybe they stole his work to get Emma. Here it is, Silverton's final work, never published. He handwrote one copy, this copy, and he sent it to Kendrick. But Kendrick didn't even open it. He was too busy courting the woman Silverton was in love with. So it lay...
Men must devour. Men must devour...
No, why don't I have a little thingy here? Oh, this is Kendrick's last novel. So it lay untouched until 73, or maybe written in 73, published the year after, 74. Silverton died 3 years later, 40 years old. Ignominious? Beaten. A year after that, the Kendricks were wed. There's something very wrong with this letter. I've not been able to shake its words from my mind. There's something even more wrong about the letter he wrote after this one, Father. After this one. Three years later. Oh right, this is his death certificate.
Okay, let's see.
Okay, no. Hold on. Let me go back. Let me not lose the path I was on.
We devour. What opens, holds. Bindings cannot lift. Reality hangs like a darkened cloth over our eyes.
Men must devour.
He reads the letter, and it is like pepper on his eyes. He clutches at his face, still there, he thinks, like hatred, boiled down to little bits, small enough to snort. A foul cocaine.
The plot: a professor reads an ancient book, but it is a weapon, and it eats his mind from the inside. His wife cannot help him. The whole thing is told by the professor himself, as his mind folds up on itself. It ends mid-sentence with the professor apologizing to his wife for doing the same to her years before. Joshua fucked up the professor. A year after the publication of this maniac, Pinkton Kendrick was committed to the institution where he later died. Why? Unclear. His widow only said it was deeply personal matter, and if this archive proves anything, it is that all matter is personal. Nothing exists outside of the people who observes it. For example, 2 years later, her novel is about a nurse tending to victims of an insane war. I miss you, Dad. I did a catalog under AC if you read them. AC. Oh. Wait, is this not new? Is that old? Doom Wild? I don't have Doom Wild. My father wrote about the things inside this machine. AC 85. But they are nothing. I fed in 3 books he would have loved. Notes and Discoveries.
Notes and Discoveries.
Doom Wild.
Doom Wild.
Men Must Devour. Shredded them page by page. It's the worst kind of stupid. Look at the comment on GA's. Look at the card he wrote the year before he died. I don't want to let you down, Dad. But you know what? You let me down. You let Mom down. I give him 4 years to the place. I won't give a day more. AC. When did she come back? Oh, there it is. Okay. Fed in 3 books he would have loved. Beatrice thought to include this book as a reference point. Should it change, we will, I hope. No. Then again, perhaps it is already too late. Things are in motion under the unwilling gaze. I apologize for spurious author and dark. Date. It made me chuckle. The Nishin has taken it more seriously. Someone returns from the dead in this. Because people believed. Hold on, Dad, you were perfect just as you were. I'm coming for you. 1999. What date are we in? When she came back. Alright. Done with that. Okay. Where was I before that?
He reads the letter.
There we go.
It is like pepper on his eyes. He clutches at his face. Still there, he thinks. Like hatred. Boiled down to little bits. Small enough to snort. A foul cocaine.
2 years later. No. Two years later, she wrote. Oh, wait. Two years later after his death, or? Oh, 77. Maybe it's 77. No. Died sometime in or before 1980. In or before. Do we already know her? Yeah.
My husband is dead. I feel now that I never really loved him. Is that shocking? I'm shocked.
Yeah.
I lived with him for so many years. Now I wonder if my life could have been very different. When I was a young woman, I was in love with a man with a brilliant mind. He had such dazzling ideas. To listen to him talk was like watching a fire.
$36. I could.
All right then.
Oh. No, this is just where we're at, right?
Internal oversight? Irrationals? In the shadow of a passage? Notes and discoveries? The Pen of Galileo.
That was a brute force win.
Hey, they're discovered, found. They emerge from doodles and afterwards as we have when we're walking about the place. Yeah, it's as natural as breathing.
Kendrick's 1932 work. Did I find it? No, I didn't. Oh wait, hold on. Is there another Galileo thing in there? Yeah, because this guy's a fucking liar, isn't he? Or no, did I already... That's already assigned. Glen of Galileo, so that's not... Okay. The Pen of Galileo.
Doom comes to the doctorate?
Let's brute force this again.
In the shadow of a passage? Doomwild? Internal oversight? My god, he dances? Irrationals? Notes and discoveries? On a life unlived? Primitive man, he who remains?
Okay. I'm sorry, what was this?
One say
No.
was the greatest hero in all of times, third part.
Discoveries, hey, they're discovered,
Issue 10.
found. They emerge from
Do I have that?
doodles and afterwards as we have when we're walking about the place. Yeah, it's as natural
Issue
as
10.
breathing.
Silverton has taken his reputation and torched it in the most spectacular fashion, permitting to house both major and minor. This new work is a symphony of disgrace.
Yes, Kendrick was known for his quick wit and roving eye. But what was less well known was that he was a sucker punch if you smiled at him. The first woman to figure this out was Emma Mayflower, and she took him to the cleaners.
Okay, let's see.
You know what? Let me see if I can brute force something. I think I'm on to something with,
Swords in the dark? Rampage? Azimuth ascending? The moon sword? Alienation?
I want to get his rampages out.
Swords in the dark?
There you go.
No salt, he cried.
Some of this stuff looks like real crap.
Yeah, well, I guess a lot of books are. I don't know how carefully Calderley thought about what he was doing.
Just want to free up some space.
The moon sword? Alienation? Azimuth ascending? Rampage!
The war goes badly, oh, Sir Galahad, the lady cried. But by your arm and your valour it may yet be won. Nothing lost is won, the knight replied, stoic as a stone. But everything won was uncertain for a time. So true, the lady replied, with the patience of a star.
During the period this book was written. Do I have something like that? No, okay. Okay, hold on though. So we don't have the first book for... Where are you, dude? $42. I wonder if I'm missing some of these because I ran out of space.
The moon sword?
That'll make things more complicated.
He stood on the brink of the cliff, and of something else. He was a man, yes, but now more than a man. From his back, the long, articulated extra limb coiled up around his head. He heard her laugh once, and then he jumped, falling and rising, both and all at once.
So 42, so between that is when we should get... Alienation.
Alienation.
You can't survive this, she screamed, with desperation in her voice, the first honest sound he had heard from her. I can and will, he replied soberly, and you will love me for it. And then he raised the blade and struck.
The sixth book. Followed quickly on the previous, suggesting frankly less editing than usual. I confess to being disappointed by the protagonist's endless introspection. The fiery pace of the Sword Moon is long gone. Meanwhile, the alien characters are becoming increasingly coded, in my view, as women. They are natural community builders. They consider their appearance by nurture the young, the Baphomet Arkloff. The Sword Moon. I didn't grab that one.
The Sword Moon.
I knew it. JS40 proves it.
Okay.
Is that one I have?
See.
The final work. JS40 proves it. Okay. Whoops. There we go. Oh wait, the Sword
Alright.
Moon.
The Sword Moon.
Right. So what's azimuth?
I bring you a message which trailing long fingernails around his nipples. It is a message of terror and destiny. Then tell me, he said, I am not afraid. But in truth, he was.
Beatrice has suggested I continue feeding in novels. Her breath, I disagree, so here's my contribution. Oh. Okay, so azimuth ascending.
The war goes badly, oh, Sir Galahad, the lady cried. But by your arm and your valor, it may yet be won. Nothing lost is won, the knight replied, stoic as a stone. But everything won was uncertain for a time.
Ah, side quest. We have completed this nonsense.
Azimuth ascending.
Get you off my page. Okay, so yeah, we do have everything by the academic journal, and we did finish Isambard Arkeolog.
A dark noise like a river of chocolate running over cherry stones. Nothing about it made her
I think that had nothing to do with the story, but
She tugged
it had a lot to do
the
with
buckles on her wrists and said bravely,
me wanting to finish that.
"It's over with then." The
I'm not a
machine
completionist, but to get it off screen is nice.
the bishop high before slamming it down.
Slamming it down.
Mate, it purred.
Okay, so now that that is figured out. Alright. What? Why do we have a dot on you?
Empty void stretched out before them like a midnight meadow. We ride until we can ride no longer, the king declared. And we find salvation or we find despair. The horses breathed into their glass helmets. Then, with a beat of a crop, they began to charge.
Right, that's what I thought, right? CE-32. Who is CE? Right, who the fuck is Thaddeus?
I see problem.
Aha!
They move.
Apparently I didn't click that before.
Scuttling into the cracks in society.
Cecil Erstwhistle is best known for hurting Anglo-Gallic relations by destroying the only draft of Lamarck's masterpiece. Oh. He's the church guy. He's the Rampage church guy. No. Yeah. He's the Rampage church guy. A tadpole of a man. It's a shame he did not destroy his own writings instead. To call this document of corrections foul is to insult rotting corpses and festering sewage, both of whom have necessary place in the scheme of things. A world without Erstwhistle's contribution would be a world improved, as he has recently confirmed. A tadpole of a man. My copy came with a bonus tucked inside JS there. I would love to know how it came to be there. Refresh me.
Oh, that rat bastard. He turned you against me, Mayflower. But that wasn't enough. He had to destroy me.
Right.
My reputation and my mind. Hell hath no pit deep enough, but I suppose he will have written himself into heaven. So, I know how it
Oh!
works.
Is it because it's complete? Oh, that's so cool. Oh. I've completed him too. Oh my god, that's such a nice little fucking endorphin boost for this stuff. Interesting. I wonder if Beatrice has is BD too. Like those are her codes.
Doom comes to the doctorate? Doom Wild? End piece. In the shadow of a passage? Internal oversight? Irrationals? My god, he dances? Notes and discoveries?
Woo!
Remember that gaps contain more substance than pillars. Review early text for lacunae. Review Pemberton, she saw it all. Folding, overnoting, lines as structure.
Let's look at his picture. Oh. Okay. Notes and discoveries, but there's still something to find. Right, this link over here. PK with both with his fiction and academic stuff. PK's first stuff. I think we must have not found it yet, right?
Doom comes to the Doctorate. Doomwild? End piece. In the shadow of a passage? Internal oversight? Irrationals? My God, he dances? On a life unlived? Primitive man, he who remains? The weapon of the enemy? Doom comes to the Doctorate.
What the fuck's a DPO8 again?
Doomwild? End piece. In the shadow of a passage? Internal oversight? Irrationals.
Oh, there we go.
I have been to France. I have spoken to the greatest mind of our generation. And I am assured of just one thing.
That's Dorothy, right? Yeah. 96. Oh god, you look terrible. Wait, is that another number I can get from you? Sorry, where are you? You sickly child? There we go. I didn't have that. In. It says in, right? In the shadow of passage.
In the shadow of a passage?
No, okay.
The weapon of the enemy? Primitive man, he who remains? My God, he dances?
Why don't you like that one?
In the shadow of a passage? On a life unlived?
Oh, come back here. Come back here. Okay.
Doom comes to the Doctorate. Doomwild?
Since we have so much space now.
End piece. In the shadow of a passage? My God, he dances? On a life unlived? Internal oversight? Primitive man, he who remains? The weapon of the enemy?
No, okay, so you're good.
Doom comes to the Doctorate. Doomwild? End piece. In the shadow of a passage? Internal oversight? My God, he dances? On a life unlived? Primitive man, he who remains? The weapon of the enemy?
Just want to also, not even just, you know,
Doom comes
brute
to the
force it, which
Doctorate.
is also my plan.
Doomwild?
But I need to know for sure that these four.
In the shadow of a passage?
I am not currently
Internal oversight? My God, he dances?
missing something on
On a
them.
life unlived? Primitive man, he who remains? The weapon of the enemy?
Okay. Okay. Something with a 1. I think Pemberton meant... Could it be? No, because I have all of his stuff. Right? Her death was in 1911. She was sent to France for heirs, but she wrote only that one last essay. Can't be sure.
All right then.
Do I have Pemberton's picture? No, I don't. No, that's Pinkton. Pemberton is Dorothea. A few years would be '08, right? In my dreams.
It is known that the universe is the aggregate of all observations made by all systems, including those of conscious beings. Conscious thought contains intrinsic balance. There are, and will never be, faults under bridges. But the alteration of conscious thought by unconscious means can affect meaningful, unmediated change.
Yes, Kendrick was known for his quick wit and roving eye. But what was less well known was that he was a sucker punch if you smiled at him. The first woman to figure this out was Emma Mayfair, and she took him to the cleaners.
The world must be ready to hear things which are shocking, which are transgressive, which upset and undermine our understanding of reality itself, without punishing the author of the text for their radical thinking. Hammerstone is named after the effect such writing will have.
'08. Do I have them in it? Yeah, Doom Theoretics. Utopia within reach. Stone-ish. What's the publisher code? This book outlines the ways our cave-dwelling, animal-clubbing forebears are still very much alive today, acting through us. Distasteful stuff. No wonder the writer hid their name. Otherwise, it is 10 years to the day since this project began. The machine is so different. I will make a new CC so it can remember its birthday. Years to the day.
And so, the work begins in earnest.
Be advised, caution. The scientific approach, I disagree. Pemberton 1907 bids us to understand the universe as the surface of a pool. We must stand on the shoulders of giants if we are to see the surface. The first rung, then, the first brick, the cornerstone, QL, published 1918. Just after the war ended, still unresolved. Mine may be the only copy left, no matter. I will tell her apart page by page. Feed it in. I remember you, Father, sitting in front of this machine. Scanning wires and tying them tight.
Bible.
Bible. Ripping pages from the Bible itself and feeding them one by one into the slot, trying to teach your precious machine to believe. I remember watching you back before I could walk, Father, chewing on glass vacuum tubes because you weren't looking. It seems to me one day you went inside too.
events of the Emmys will not be measured from historical information, only inferred. Plotting revision events and computing the correlation coefficient, a startling result emerges.
And so, the work begins in earnest.
The Bible.
The Bible.
Oh shit. That was not any logical deduction on my part other than 00 Bible. Jesus. I don't know why. I don't know what the connection in my head was. Oh. Okay.
Okay, let's see.
Born 1942, graduated Oxford 68, wrote a pamphlet 2 years after her father's death. Okay. I don't even know what this would be. RC? Wrote the last entry before he died, 1977. I'm writing this early because I'm getting weaker. I feel myself slipping. My mind has always been my rock. I feel vertigo. At first I thought a book had poison on the pages, as in the tale of Dubin from AG04 and AD45. I write these numbers down, and I think I'm just gonna confuse myself with them, but just in case, I feel like there's a thing that happened last episode where I got a bunch of things, and I feel like I lost it. But I might actually know, I took a picture of that, didn't I? Anyway. At first I thought the book had poison, blah blah, AG04 and AD45 too. But no, it's more serious than that. I know from my research that words create a potential which can be realized. That is why the books in the archive are destroyed as they are ingested. That's why this machine must be kept secret. These books may be studied cautiously, yes, but they must not be closely observed. I feel like I'm closely observing them, though. How has it come to this? All for one man whose mind I never respected anyway. I'm in this. Whoever Abby is in this. It is the height of foolishness. The correct pattern for life was so plain for all to see. All I had to do was conform to it. Okay. Oh, this is something I've done. What's AG? No. I don't have an AG. What's AG? Huh. Okay. Guess I did that. Queen Mark, okay. That's something we already did. Okay.
begins in earnest.
Okay. Okay. Dorothea Pemberton's second book is eclectic. She quotes R.S. 83. Long John Silver, she insists, is a real person. Certainly more real than I. Joshua Silver came along later. Coincidence? I think. But even he was only real for a time. Ha.
In my dreams, I walk.
The machine says I need to find in my dreams I walk. To understand. Unsurprisingly, the volume was written during a battle with typhoid fever and this one during a battle with its consequences. 4 ravaged years later. I need both. Linchpins to the purpose. To miss either would invite disaster.
In my dreams, I walk.
Okay.
In the shadow of a passage? My god, he dances? On a life unlived? The weapon of the enemy? Primitive man, he who remains? In the shadow of a passage? End piece. Doom wild? Doom comes to the doctorate? In my dreams, I walk.
Oh, I should have clicked them. I'll come back.
I see through the walls. They are paper thin and covered with words.
She quotes RS 83.
15 men on the dead man's chest. Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum. Drink and the devil had done for the rest.
Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum. Stevenson's Treasure Island. Irrelevant.
Another car. Closer this time.
Shut up, Liam.
An image in water. An image in water.
Despite a mention in Image in Water, but it is Beatrice's favorite book. She says she will name her children after the pirates. First William Billy Bones, then Pew, then Long John.
Damn it, they found us.
But not Jim. That's too plain. It is absurdity. We must aim for girlies. What the fuck did I get girlies from? Girls. I don't even know what happened there. Girls? Oh, really? Well, if that's your intention, dear sweet Cecil, then why don't you do something about it, you love-struck fool? Henry doesn't stop asking, and one day I will say yes to him only to spite
The last
you.
power surge must have made us visible. They're here. They're right here.
And so I did.
I can't hear anything.
The crypt you're in is pretty well buried. They're almost on top of me. I don't know how long I can stay on the line.
Okay, well, go away then.
Semantics is the creation of a reality.
Liam, you can't leave me.
Listen, Abby.
I absolutely will,
If I
because I
disappear-
forget you're here.
Just keep going. Find End Peace and destroy it, every record. Delete the whole damn archive if you have to.
Don't go. I don't know what I'm doing here.
Abby, I was never down there with you anyway. You've been on your own this whole time. Just keep going.
That's true. I have been doing all the work myself.
Liam? Liam!
Damn it. They're here.
Bye, Liam.
Don't forget what I told you, Abby. And don't let anyone tell you different.
I have no idea what you're referencing. I'm not even being funny.
Liam?
Destroy that book, Abby. You have to. For all our sakes. Get it done.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Don't go!
Abby, it's
Don't
fine.
leave me
Abby,
down
it's
here.
fine.
Oh, Jesus.
Chill out. We're good.
Okay, let's see.
When did Latour die? Let me get her on here. 71. Okay. So Ursula. A short, violently angry pamphlet.
Liam?
Aimed by its...
He's really gone.
Yep. Aimed by its author at all fathers everywhere who have the temerity to ignore the needs of their children, having troubled themselves to father them.
Liam.
It lays out point by point a series of crimes
Don't
committed
leave me
by
down
the
here in the
authors.
dark.
We don't care, Abby.
Don't like it.
But because I think, honestly, Abby, I think if we were a person, he has kidnapped us and stuck us in here and erased our minds so we can do this for him. So if I learn different, I'll change my mind. But as of right now, let's just do this together. A series of crimes committed by the author's father against their own person. Most of these crimes come down to negligence. It seems that Monsieur Latour was too busy editing his journal and discoursing with his contributors that he paid little attention to his own daughter, her development, and her needs. With the lack of a mother, thanks to the war, though you would know it if you read her father's account of the period published the year after he died. Oh, the wartime thing. The 31-year-old author declares every one of her own failures and then lays it firmly at her father's feet. The pamphlet itself ran 500 copies and was sent out to the mailing addresses of subscribers to her father's journal. My understanding is the one in my library is now the only one that was not destroyed as preposterous nonsense. Miss you, Dad.
The weapon of the enemy? Primitive man, he who remains? On a life unlived?
We've got her down.
Father was an imbecile. Imagine living with that inside your genetic code, and knowing nothing you ever do will get rid of it.
You know, Ursula, at a certain point,
Alright then.
you've got to figure out your own shit. Married in 58. Let me see if that's something. No. Ah! Ooh. Oh, Xavier! We got Xavier down now. The, who the fuck is this guy, right? Hold on. This guy. Blah. The machine is 10 years old today. Recent additions, Xavier Young, extremely old. A signed edition of IA's Rampage Swords in the Dark. The machine is improving slowly but steadily. It is more thoughtful in its associations as truth approaches. As Dorothy Pemberton wrote in her 96 walk, I see through the walls. Okay. We don't have that. Interesting. Printed pages, all of them. What manner of thing would the mind be had the principle of writing never been discovered? I am thunderstruck. The machine informs me that the signature of my copy of IA-33 matches that of Silverton? What? When did he die again? '43. Interesting.
When a single man imagines a better future.
Xavier Young wrote A Matter in the Dark.
Matter in the dark? Matter in the dark?
No? Okay, guess that's not you. Like he was guessing. He writes this book like he knows, but for him it is too late. If only I could live again, he bemoans, what I might show the world. Pemberton swears this volume changed her life. How she found it is unclear. How does an obscure academic work end up in a child's bookshelf after 18 years? I think she is mistaken, modest, or hiding something. I think Dorothea was a genius and Young was a talented amateur. What was Beatrice's thing? Why don't I remember? BE-47. I knew it was 47. The machine has been behaving very oddly since this book was fed into it. It must have been a strange dream, like cheese does to Cecil.
Doom comes to the doctorate in the shadow of a passage? Primitive man, he who remains? The weapon of the enemy? Primitive man, he who remains?
What? Oh. Wait. Medium can see ghosts of people who have not died yet. They tell her how they died, and so she's able to save them. Till the medium dies herself, only to tell herself how to avoid it. The paradox ends the book. 8 years later, E.M. married, changed her name. Perhaps she had a child. 8 years after that, age 43, she restarted her novelist career a second time. She kept the naming scheme of her earlier work. Do you think there's an EP somewhere? Sorry, EK?
Okay, let's see.
What year
Alright
did she
then.
get married? Hold on. Born 1908. $1944. Years later. Really? That's when she got married. 18 years later? No. 8 years after that. Oh, wait. I'm a dummy. 18 years later? What the hell? What is with my brain? Eight years after that. Interesting. Interesting. E.M. married and changed her name.
When a single man imagines a better future,
Oh, she looks angry. One of the oldest writers, okay. That's interesting. No.
Alright then.
Yes. Is notes and discovery. What do I still have to figure out from there?
Remember that gaps contain more substance than pillars. Review early text for lacunae. Review Pemberton, so all folding over noting lines as structure.
I want to see something. I don't know what it would be. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah.
We seek not to be a reflection of what is being produced, but rather a beacon, showing what ought to be made.
No more spiritualism, no more talking to the dead with candles and smoke. 1900 values are out. From now on, it's all about science and talking to the dead with telephones. Then they started tearing apart the mystics, and first in line, my HP 56, a cheap copy. Well, it's true enough. What was that one? Perplexing astrality. But I'll live on. They might celebrate, but also can I? This archive's hit a milestone. I'll make a separate entry for that number under CC. Oh. Okay, interesting.
All right then.
Where is your backlog? Literary journal. Literary review. Volume 50. Okay, hold on. Let's go back to your first one. Or this one then.
Yes, Kendrick was known for his quick wit and roving eye. But what was less well known was that he was a sucker punch if you smiled at him. The first woman to figure this out was Emma Mayfleur, but she took him to the cleaners.
There's no picture with it. Does that mean there's nothing else to find? I don't know. They all have pictures though. Once you get to a certain point, right?
We seek not to be a reflection of what we produced, but rather a people.
There we go. SJ. What? Cecil Collerly is the genius to begin the work of this machine in 1944. Try CC-44. Although he was with the machine can separate truth from fantasy. Hold on, I don't want to lose. What did I have? There we go. This index has no source. I can't find literary review 1. Printed yearly. There we go. That's our picture. From 1900 by a small press, except for during the 2 Great Wars, it's been eaten the old-fashioned way by time. The machine suggests that it contained a mission statement like the one in Literary Review 59. Notable things from that year: Pemberton. Adverts for Ouija boards, candles, and photography materials. Publisher code. What's the publisher code? That's the publisher, right? So many links. Okay. I want the publisher code. Printed yearly from I got 10 more titles to find. Okay. I'm gonna give up on the literary review for right now. Nope, nothing for 40. Okay, what was the 55? What was that? There we go.
Quantum state storage will allow us to compress all the information from the index, not just words and characters, but the loops and swirls of handwriting too, into an efficient electronic form.
What did we just grab? Yeah, who are you, Thaddeus? I don't even remember where you're a reference. Well, you got a paper. Oh. You're QM. Okay. This Charlotte to read. The work brother, oddly enough. When did Cecil die? Married in 58. Getting weaker. When did you die again? Sorry. 77. Alright. Oh! That was a mistype. This is the Thaddeus guy.
Dark matter and the veil. Dark matter and the veil?
Oh, I didn't know it did that.
In the shadow of a passage? Internal oversight.
There we go.
The thoughts we think have the power to override our most basic conceptions. The words we speak have the power to rewrite another's heart. The words we write have the power to rewrite the world. To wield such power is ungodly. But when power exists, it finds a channel. So guard yourself. Keep your words close and do not wield without will.
I wonder if you can hear the audio over the music. I mean, it's fine for me, but this, when they read out this, it's low.
Dark matter and the veil? Dark matter and the veil.
The universe is more than the sum of its components, with the rest being dark, energyless, a potential left over from creation. Our universe is not an object of the grasp, but an uncompleted thing.
We think have the power to
So we got Thaddeus' stuff.
the The words we speak have the power to rewrite another's world. The words we write.
Where did you go? You're all the way at the end?
Write the world. To wield such power is ungodly, but when power exists, it finds a channel.
Look like a werewolf. I mean, you guys look like you could be an angry ass toxic couple.
Without will.
AJ
Okay,
17.
let's see.
Okay.
Welcome to the home of rational thought. Let us begin with a control sample.
I wonder if that's the thing. The publisher code. No. What could be the publisher's code? 088. Oh. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Whoops. Eight. Yes,
Ah, the good traveler. What a man.
Alfonso.
Dreamer. What an erudite human being.
4 years before. Who's Alfonso? No, it can't be an AL because we have an AL, right? I was thinking maybe Alfonso's like the illegitimate child of the Lamachant. This guy? Notes and discovery. Don't have a picture for him though.
There's nothing here. It's worthless.
I feel like I was able to read this before. Reverend of the Evangelical School. No.
The wheel of mirrors that give sight.
Was the Lady of Shallot your favorite father? I wrote why already, but I'm gonna find William. Would you prefer I say William? Liam? Hmm? What is IA? Just right. I have a bunch of numbers written down that I don't know if I've used, so from like other things that I think I've. But we're gonna follow this one. No? Nothing? Huh.
I bring you
Right, that's who I is.
which called trailing.
If a web is still delight.
William.
The wheel of mirrors that give sight.
11. You think William could be Cecil? William 11. Did I tell you about William?
He had believed that the machine could benefit humankind, but the longer it ran, the clearer it became that humankind stood forever in a line, with those at the front taking the largest share. So, to put all the value in a single place was to starve those who could never reach the front.
Fit in 2 more volumes when you're gonna hate, and 1, The Weapon of the Enemy has me scared, just as Emma is writing her last book, The Worst of the Worst Come Back. Oh, and I found a letter written the year I left, but hidden. 50 sources in all. Hmm. 49. Yeah. Let's try, No. $19.99. Just as Emma was writing her last book.
My husband is dead. I feel now that I never really loved him. Is that shocking? I'm shocked. I lived with him for so many years. Now I wonder if my life could have been very different. When I was a young woman, I was in love with a man with a brilliant mind. He had such dazzling ideas. To listen to him talk was like watching a firework display. And then one day, I was in love with Kendrick. It was though the whole story of my life had been rewritten. No, I'm not sorry that he is dead. I understood.
Hey. No, okay. Sorry, go back.
Literary Review, Volume 18.
Let me see. Volume 18 would just be LR 18. Utopia within reach. Can't be 18.
Literary Review, Volume 18.
It is, okay. So it wasn't every year.
If we write like cowards and we talk like cowards, we become cowards. A coward will stick up for no one, even themselves. Dictators love a good coward. They are easy meat. They taste like chicken.
Okay. Promoting spiritualism in 1922 meant staying on the attack. This year, Literary Review rounded on another small publisher, Hammerstone, for publishing anonymously. Followers of the occult risk ridicule. So then, should everyone else? That wasn't a question. So then, should everyone else? But HP was dying anyway. Utopia Within Reach was their last book. Meanwhile, the review claims to have contacted Pemberton, received clues to help understand her deathbed work. Details next issue. Spiritualists never change. Where's HP? Last work. Currently. Oh no. I got that. Utopia Within Reach was their last work. And then this was Calderly.
There will be fire, certainly. There will be the smell of brimstone itself, but To reach for perfection is to discard imperfection. And when I look around, I see nothing but imperfection. I declare, cut it out.
Royal parts of mankind have moments of sophistication.
Okay. 7. Wait. Yeah, we already know that. Unless there's something over
let's
here.
see. Doom comes to the Doctorate. Doomwild? End piece. In the shadow of a passage? Matter in the dark? Primitive man, he who remains.
Oh, there is. Is that what the blinking light means? That there's something here?
While parts of mankind have moments of sophistication, vast swatches of us are more than content to sit in our
Okay.
caves, scratching our noses, keeping feet
Hammerstone is
out of our
done.
beards. Meat, we devour it. Sunlight, we bathe in it. We are fetid little creatures, make no mistake.
Alright then.
Alright then. What is this? Go back to the top? Why does that have a red dot?
And so, the work begins in earnest.
Right. Missing something. With Cecil. He died.
The occurrence of DMEs will not be measured from historical information, only inferred. Plotting, revision,
And so, the work begins in earnest.
I have told him, the little one, that Henry is his father. It's better this way, I think.
What? Oh. Henry. So Liam is probably Cecil's son, right? Better this way. Why is it all weird? Dear Elise has expressed interest in taking over. I will try to dissuade her. It is something. She's only 18. She still listens to me for the moment. My darling Cecil, rest in peace. I will... Oh, that's not it. Oh! Now what the fuck? I meant to do QM. Did I already do this before?
Literary Review, Volume 72.
Okay. No, I didn't. QM is Beatrice's code, right? Oh, excuse me. Yeah. Okay, fine. Let's go to Literary Review 72. Volumes thought to be present 70. All right, well. Oh.
On the intangibility of matter.
Literary Review, Volume 72.
The idea that we might bring someone back from the dead has always fascinated the human mind, to unwrite that most final of writings. It was the death of the man I truly loved that made me think of it, and the Marchand's work showed me the way. And it worked. I knew almost as soon as it was published.
Emma Kendrick. Huh. It changed up there, huh? Literary Review interviews a 17-year-old Emma Kendrick as though they hadn't tried to discredit her 16 years before. 16 years before, okay. She worked them over and they don't even know it. Oh, and they mentioned us. The only known copy of Youngman's 1878 work on the intangibility of matter is in the private archive of one Cecil Calderly. Didn't do any research, clearly. My first proper card, Dad. I hope I've done it right. I did a log first. She doesn't mention her late husband. She does hint a new one's coming in. But she knows what she's got. She knows what her book can do. Christ, that it wasn't an accident. She knew. Did she send PK mad as well, or was that someone else? His own 74 account blames it on a book. But I guess I could believe that now. Is she right? No. Hold on. Okay, we'll write down. No, XY78 is XY78. Hold on. Intangibility of matter.
On the intangibility of matter.
When a single man imagines a better future, he does not expect it to come to pass. But when 100 men do the same, when their wives and their children imagine it too, that future is all but guaranteed.
ES! Silverton!
The world is the sum of our beliefs.
He came back?
Alright then.
She got him back.
He had believed that the machine could benefit humankind, but the longer it ran, the clearer it became that humankind stood forever in a line, with those at the front taking the largest share. So, to put all the value in a single place was to starve those who could never reach the front.
Hold on.
When a single man
No. Where were we before?
he does not expect it to come to pass. But when 100 men do the same, when their wives...
Is it the literary? It's literary review.
That future is all but guaranteed.
The idea that we might bring someone back from the dead is always fascinating me. To unwrite that most final of writings.
Does she have more than one code?
Man I truly loved that made me think of it. And the Marchand's work showed...
Dead voice. Dead voice? Dead voice.
You're all in the story.
All sources.
Unless you have something to tell me. Come closer, for you seem familiar to my eye.
8 years later, she married, changed her name. We found all of her work. But they're still there because I think the whole shit between her, him... Right. What? Interweb, she's still the... IT-15. Tell Cecil what Abby needs. Abby, tell Cecil what Abby knows. Is that what it is? Is that what is this trying to be a message? NE30, what could that be? I mean, I could be like Abby, tell Cecil. What Abby needs. Help? William? No. What? What's happening? William, are you trying to talk to me? What's happening? Hold on. I'm gonna write this down. Let's see. EK77 IT15 BO04 AN71 DE40.
Okay, let's see.
The heroine of Kendrick's last novel is a plucky young academic turned war nurse who turns the table against the Reich in Vichy, France, by leading a rebellion of the injured and sick and the dead.
Sit down there.
So there is someone else here.
What?
I thought there must be.
Hello?
Liam?
Who's that? Who's speaking?
Oh, my name isn't important. My rank. That matters.
The second half gets psychedelic,
Rank.
pure fantasy, as
You're
Kendrick
a
herself
soldier?
later acknowledged in
14th
retrospective
Battalion.
literary review 17.
Domestic counterinsurgency unit. So you see, it'll be completely legal, whatever we do here.
Can things stop being timely in a story, please? I'm tired.
The weapon of the enemy? Doomwild? End piece?
I'm scared. Hold on. Speaking of fantasy, what's the point of continue here? This will be my last card. I can't do it, Father. Whatever it is, it died with you.
Okay, let's see. End piece. There's one book between you and oblivion. Just one.
It won't work. I heard what your friend said, but you can't destroy the Book of Resurrection. It writes itself.
The heart sees more than the eye. The eye can be made to see.
Watch me.
Tell me where you are.
I don't even know, dude.
Where are you?
I'm using your friend's microphone right now. It isn't any good. Shitty little battery pack. Can't be broadcasting more than what? 10? 20 feet?
Beatrice's...
The weapon of the enemy? My god, he dances? Matter in the dark? Doomwild? Doom comes to the doctorate? In the shadow of a passage?
Beatrice.
I have told him, the little one, that...
Why don't I get...
You think this goddamn book of yours can't be destroyed? Because I think it can.
Try, if you like. Cheer while you do it, so I can hear you.
Where's Liam? Put Liam on.
Is that your friend? Listen to me. Your friend's dead. Now, wherever you are, show yourself, and you can join him.
He's lying in his own archive. Where did that come from? Wait, where the fuck did that come from? In 2943.
He screamed when I shot him, you know. But
Although
he
he
was a nice
admits
guy.
it was
He
one
turned
of
his little microphone off so you wouldn't have to hear.
My God, you really did it.
You might even have his blood in your hair. It went all over.
All right then. What do you mean you shot him? You can't just shoot people.
I can, actually. Out here. This is a forbidden zone. Which you ought to know, since you're in it. I'll tear this place apart if I have to. Beautiful building. You wouldn't want me to do that.
You'll never find me. I can assure you of that.
Let's make a bet, shall we? Bet your life? Can't bet your friends. Oh, talk to me now. Don't be shy. I know you're down there. So you're alone. It must be getting harder and harder to persuade people to take your side. The thing rebels forget is that people like to obey the law. Strange thing. I know you can hear me. But when I send out a signal, I can't hear it. Turn up your volume, would you? Where are you? I know you're here. You're hiding in the rubble somewhere. Like a rat. Like an injured dog. You're dedicated. I'll give you that. You've buried yourself alive down there. And for what? For a cause that's as good as dead?
Oh! Author index.
You know, I'm grateful to you. In the early days of renewal, it was easy to find people like you. Now, you're pretty rare. I have friends who've had to quit the business. Can't catch a break.
Okay, let's see.
18? No, I already did that,
I figure you must be close enough that you can smell his blood.
I am a bit stumped. Hold on. Actually, hold on. What are some of those numbers I wrote? Nope. IT 15. And 71. There we go. Annalise Newton. He was doomed from the moment they named him. Achilles, safe from fire, the smoke from his funeral pyre hung over Troy like a shroud. Achilles, swift-footed, not swift enough to escape death or destiny. Achilles, inimitable? Patroclus died in his attempt. No half-god, just human body. A hero of glory, a hero of grief. Extremely appealing. Okay. Nope. Okay.
I will find you. You can't hide.
When I'm finished here, you'll be finished too.
Valuable, this place, is it? Maybe I should tear it to the ground, looking for you.
The password is never password,
It wouldn't
silly.
stop me.
Oh, I think it would. Except it's already in ruins. Where are you hiding?
You still there, soldier boy? Nah. He's gone. Given up.
I am desperate. Okay, 72. No.
Not to be a reflection of what is being produced, but rather a beacon, showing what ought to remain.
The idea that we might bring someone back from the dead has always fascinated the human mind, to unwrite that most final of writings. It was the death of the man I truly loved that made me think of it, and the Marchand's work showed me the way. And it worked. I knew almost as soon as it was published.
All right then.
Wait, it said I found all her work, didn't it? Yeah. I found all her codes. I don't have all of her work. Met QL before. 08. No. What's this number I have written down? Nothing.
I have been to France. I have spoken to the greatest mind of our generation. I am assured of just one thing.
End notes. End notes.
Perhaps someone else would pick up where I had left off. The rot inside my own brain is too severe. I must be cut off from the ship, lest I sink the whole thing.
Damn. And note is sobering, no details, only Pepperidge's frustration at being unable to explain fully. Rest in peace, Dorothea, we hardly knew you.
I see through the walls. They are paper thin, covered with words.
All right then.
I think Pemberton also met Quentin. Our ideas live longer than she did. Silverton used them in 29. Supposedly did. I have suspicions, but I need to source a copy from the machine to confirm.
What we eat, we devour. What opens, holds. Bindings cannot live. Reality hangs like a darkened cloth over our eyes.
Something wrong with this, right?
Discoveries not made, they're discovered, found. They emerge from doodles and half-thoughts as we have when we're walking about the place. It's as natural as breathing.
Do The Wrath of Grapes, John Steinbeck. Interesting.
Okay, let's see.
Is there something from before he wrote that one?
What we do not see
No.
is, by definition, emotional.
There we go. 23-year-old Yorkshireman tries to join up. Keeps getting stuck.
Semiotic assertions. Semiotic assertions.
When one looks out into space, one sees the majesty.
R.A. 2 years later making a much better fist at it. Silverton knew he didn't have the stuff. A few years later he's resorting to theft to make his name not something a Mancunian would ever do. Reverend Alfonso.
All right then. My God, he dances.
Aha, gotcha. I finally found it. Reverend Alfonso's drawing dark matter, entanglement, and theology together. I fed in Bible already because of, in my view, it must all be connected if any of it is true. Ari lived for 100 years, like a reward, dying in 63. Did he meet PK? Probably. Kendrick would have looked through him.
Reads the letter, and it is like pepper on his eyes. He clutches at his face. Still there, he thinks. Like hatred, boiled down to little bits, small enough to snort. A foul cocaine.
He died sometime in or before 1980. In.
Listen, she says. I know it sounds outlandish, but it's simple,
The weapon of the enemy? Matter in the dark? In the shadow of a passage? Doom comes to the doctorate.
Listen, she says.
I know it sounds outlandish.
He's got it.
But it's simple, really. We've all been doing it for years here and there by accident. I just bottle it, if you like, and I'll give it to you for a price.
I read the others, but this one is clearly all true. An accusation wrapped in a novel like a flimsy disguise. A young student finds a notebook from a dying university professor in his pigeonhole, outlining a principle that can change reality itself, but before he can make sense of it, it's stolen from him and things around him begin to change until one day a young woman comes to sell it back to him. Why is it like that? Did Kendrick make this true? Did he dream this after the world had changed like an echo? Is it fiction when it all happened? I can't keep it straight. How does this machine stay sane? When did they get married? Married in 44, 8 years later. Did he say they had a kid? What was it? Emma.
Heart sees more than the eye. The eye can be made to see. And what is given space to be seen is heard, and rejoice, for we find the heart open and the sky closed.
More popular down wild. Do I have that? Doom wild, sorry.
Doom wild? The weapon of the enemy? Matter in the dark? In the shadow of a passage?
What have you written that I don't have? 60. Is this? It's published the year Dad died. Why can't I remember when you died, dude? Where are you, Cecil? Nope, not you. Not that Cecil. 77. Did I have that? I did.
Literary review.
Oh.
Volume 50.
I never grabbed that?
6.
Okay.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah, let's see. $59 is 50.
Green Walker.
Well, first of all,
Literary Review, Volume 56.
I don't know how close I am to the end of this game. So, I'm gonna have to go. And I'm gonna come back. And when I come back, if there's not much, if the next time I play, it's less than an hour, I'll just tack it on to this one. If it's not, it'll just be its own episode, but we'll see. But let's read this and then attach her stuff, and then I'll go. God, if it keeps leading somewhere else, I just don't want anyone to keep playing. A review covers EK's new book only because she once wrote about spiritualism. Then they say Green Walker mocks. Hold on. Oh my goodness, sneezing today. Marks the something of Kendrick's work. I imagine Miss Kendrick's fury. I wouldn't want to be the editor of the literary review when she releases her next. Her power is growing.
Green Walker.
Jin knew that to leave the path was to
So close! Look at how close, you guys!
The call of every rock and shrub was too strong. At least no one was watching.
Another novel. There are too many of these here now. They're like weeds. Miss Kendrick writes well enough. A Chinese immigrant finds beauty in the woods. What does that have to say about the matters of importance? I read the review, volume 56. Claimed her husband wrote this. They think they don't know her older work. I think they don't know her older work. The title alone gives it away. In 1936, pre-marriage dead voice. Case closed. ES! You fucking married that dude, man.
He had believed that the machine could benefit humankind, but the longer it ran, the clearer it became that humankind stood forever in a line, with those at the front taking the largest share. So, to put all the value in a single place was to starve those who never reached the front.
No, I found all her stuff. It can't be her. I don't think it can be him. $49.
And so, the work begins in earnest.
No. That's not it. Ugh. Okay, I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. My dog is waiting, and we're at like almost 3 hours right now.
Before her lover, and knew in a moment
Wait, what is this?
clarity, like white glass, that she was making a mistake. And she turned, and in that moment, became someone else.
It's J13 again?
I cannot fix on
Oh, Jane Austen. Okay.
all the words which laid the foundation. It is too long ago. I was in the middle before I knew that I had begun. Jin knew that to leave the path was to commit a great transgression, but the call of every monk and shrub
Okay.
was too strong. At least
Okay. Oh my god. I'm at 45 found, 45 out of 50 found, 49 out of 50 titles found, 45 out of 50 named. Honestly, I'm not even looking for a fucking password right now. I just want it. I am not a completionist, but I want to complete it. Okay. So, that is it for me today. Or maybe not. If I come on oddly tacked on to this, then it didn't take me there's probably like less than an hour left. If it's more than an hour, then I'll put it as its own thing. But okay. So I gotta go now. TR-49. Oh my god, I don't think I've been like this engaged in a game in a bit. Like, even if I enjoy it, I haven't been like lost in time like I am right now. If it wasn't for my dog clawing at my leg right now, I'd still be playing. So, yeah. I hope you're enjoying it as much as I am. If you're not, then I don't know. It sucks to be you, I guess. I'm having a lot of fun. Anyway, if you want to watch the last thing I posted up, it'd be over here, and then you might not even need this as a playlist, and subscribe over here. Until next time, bye!